Okay, here's the continuation. Let's see what this guy is. No name. Ooh, ooh. Jesus. And here is guy with the t-shirt says, "What you looking at?" And that is Smug. Then we have this one. I wish you could see it better. That one is Kitty Frog. Son of a bum. Then we have this. There we go. Then we have this. Interesting. And this is Demon's Moon. Then we have this one. And we know that that's the Witch of the Crescent Moon. We have this one. This is Golem. And this one. This is Elfrin. And this one. Trying to get through this. This is Cloud King. We have this. There's Hell, apparently. Hell, yeah. And there's the Defender. Ow, my stomach hurts. And this is Dante's Inferno parody. This one. That is Halus. We have this one. And that is Azarath. And I've heard that name before. And then we have me find of soul and power, the metal steel, an arm, body, and living auto male. Is that one. And then the orbital core. So he's got the head, the neck, the core, the legs, and the feet. And then flip says flip fold to orbit frame blades. So these flip for the blades, and that's documents. And there you have it. All of these mean more than anything. Got a lot of shit together, and separate too. And it just goes to show you. This is all of them. He used to tell me, "My demons hate you, Mom." Yeah. So while other kids are doing other things, my friend's fighting demons. Just saying. Crazy. You just can't make up this stuff, you know what I mean? So I needed to share that because this goes in on scraps of paper in my book. Just gets hard sometimes to put it all together. That's a lot of years work of crap. So like when I tell stories and I read stuff and I most of it is based on truth. Like 98% of it, maybe names have been changed to protect the assholes or whatever, the whatevers, but most of our life has been definitely a spiritual warfare since birth. So everybody goes through it, I guess. I don't know. It just brings it to light. You know what I mean? It just brings it to light that not everything that you were raised with is the truth. You know, you gotta go find your own truth. You gotta find your truth. The truth is within. You know, when the inside becomes the outside and the outside becomes the inside, then you become one. You know, when the negative and the positive come together and reach an agreement, your soul and spirit, this is what I believe. This is my babbling bullshit for this morning, my positive affirmations, you know. I'm not going to be tied down to that negative vibration. Last night, I started shaking really bad again and started to feel really, really sick again. And I'm like, no, my body doesn't control me. I control my body. No, no, I'm not, I'm not going there again. And take care of what I need to take care of and do what I need to do. And the funny thing is I don't fear death. I have a major testimony of what happened to me in those 5 days. I'm not sure how I want to approach that, but serious talk here. I mean, this is serious talk. I know where I'm going. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing that, there was a question on Tweaker or Twitter or whatever, what is your fear? You know what my fear is? That I have no fear. I don't fear. False evidence appearing real. Fear. Damn. I've been through so much in my life. What is to fear? For real. I mean, when I look back at it and I put it all together and I tell the story, it's freaking crazy shit. You know, when I was 3 years old, I used to swing up to the moon. Okay, this picture here is exactly my vision when I was 3. That was me. I found it here in Kentucky. Um, 55 years later. And what it says underneath here is Proverbs 3:5-6. So yeah, when I was 3, I used to have these dreams or whatever's that I would get on this swing hanging from my sky. It wasn't even hanging from a tree or anything. And I would swing up, and like my focal point was the moon. And when I got up there, I was in this great big, beautiful friggin' place with all these beings around me, not like angels with wings or anything, and not like aliens. It was just like light and but you could make out figures. They were talking, and it was just like normal, like just hanging out like a concert, but we were in the way nosebleed section. But me, being nosy, had to go and look behind the black curtain. And behind the black curtain was a very dark spot. And when I did that, the faceless ones, the dark ones, came in and they were looking for me. So the bright ones were hiding me. And this happened over and over and over and over for, I would say, I don't know, from like 3 to maybe 4 or 5. Okay. Like I couldn't wait for the full moon. I couldn't wait for the moon to shine through my bedroom window because that's when the swing appeared. So anyways, when you're young like that, your mom's saying, oh, it's just a dream or whatever. I'm like, no, I was there. Then there was last time, um, last time was I went into the dark veil room, and there was three um, beings sitting around talking, and then there was one hiding, like a little hider, like a cheeky MFer, just like a little complaining a little. She's not supposed to be here. You've got to send her back. Send her back. Send her back. And then all I heard is, and I was scared. I didn't want to go back. I wanted to stay up there. I didn't want to go back down to that place where Earth, my room, 1200 Western Avenue, Glendale, California. When I was 3 years old. Nothing had happened to me yet, but and I wasn't fearful, but I knew that just something wasn't right. And then I heard this really sweet voice say, "You're gonna be okay." And I held on to and then poof, no more. No more visions, no more going up there. Other stuff happened, and my life happened, and all the drama and the bullshit and the trauma, the friggin', most of you know the story, had a rough one, so, and the drugs and the alcohol and the this and the that and the trying to escape because I knew that there was just something out there better for me, but I kept hearing, "You're gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay." I'm telling you. Searching for shit, searching for God, searching for this, searching for that, Buddhism, all other forms of, beliefs and mind expansion and blah, 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 blah. But always, always, always Jesus. So then fast forward 2010, we're here in Kentucky. And I mean, it's my son, he's 16, he's getting older, Vegas was friggin' rough, man. Vegas was rough. Vegas was rough. And I wanted to spend the last 2 years with him, just somewhere decent. And I wished it, dispel, whatever you want to say. Seriously. I had a conversation. I said, I want to go to where you don't have to lock your door or worry about your son getting shot at school or stabbed. And being bullied and and then my relationship went friggin' retard. It was just bad. I just wanted something simpler. I just wanted a simple, wholesome place to go to. And we were pretty much into Wiccan and paganism and doing all that stuff. And I met somebody out here. And anyways, we decided to come out here. So there we were at the witch's house. And that was a disaster. She stole all my friggin', I was on pain pills back then. She stole all my pain pills, and it was drama. Anyways, we ended up in the domestic violence shelter because that's what my status was pretty much with my relationship back in Vegas with a certain someone who's a wonderful man, but just, shit happens, shit happens. And he kind of lost it for a minute. But anyways, long story short, so he goes to high school. He gets to play football, and they were so good to him out here. So good to him. Then he gets accepted full scholarship to Berea College. Graduated. Should have graduated with honors. He actually should have been the valedictorian, with his GPA, but because of my ex leaving us homeless, that Stephen couldn't go to a regular high school. He had to go to the alternative high school, even though he had a 4.7, and that was just because of attendance. Anyways, long story short, it was just really cool. It was just really cool. And I go to my friend's house, and this is hanging on her wall, and I lost my shit. I just was like, oh my God, you're kidding me. Then I was working at Gibby's, and the photographer, you can't really see real good because stupid lights shining on it, took a picture, and this is the Capitol, and it's the moon, and I just fell in love with it, and he gave it to me for a Christmas present. So those two go together. And that's why I'm here in Kentucky. While I was here, I found out who my natural parents were, which was a trip, and found out some other information. And so now I'm just kind of hanging out, getting ready to move. I'm packing stuff. Everything's for sale in my apartment. Everything's like, I'm packing up. I'm moving. I'm out. I came when I had to get, and now my journey continues. So I can end on scraps of paper, as I did back in May. I wrote the happy ending when I went back to Vegas. So that's done deal. So now we're just packing up, moving out, heading out. Kind of weird, kind of bittersweet, but that's life, right? That's life. So that is the story of the babbling bullshit for this morning, which was kind of good to get out. And I hope it all, I don't even know if it's heard or not, but it doesn't matter. It's out there. And I still got my Eeyores on because it's coldy moldy. But now it's time to let Sadie out and stuff. Let's see what's going on outside. Wow. It's nice out. Well, first airplane I've seen in friggin' months. So, I'm in Colorado, whole different atmosphere. I need a VW little van. I like to drive cross country. I don't know. I've always done road trips and stuff. Love doing them. I just don't know about doing them by myself. Hold on, Sadie. Hold on. Let me see. Gotta go outside. Go tinkle, tinkle. Yeah, go tinkle, tinkle. Go tinkle. You're such a good girl. We can Colorado in the snow. There you go. Alrighty. So there you have it, folks. Now I can drink my coffee and chill and continue the story of the infamous Nathan Kevite. So far, I have the whole outline done. I have all the characters, all the names, all the timeline, and now it's just a matter of putting it together. in between everything else that goes through my effing head all day long. Just to be silent, just to have silence. You know what I mean? I mean, a different kind of silence. That's what that means. Okay, so like it says that Jesus said, or God said, peace I give you, peace I leave you, not the peace of the world. Yeah, I get that now. True inner peace. Peace. It's a different state. It's like, and don't take this wrong, but basically, I really don't care like what people think anymore. Like before I was saying, no, say you just gotta come in. Always worried about, oh my gosh, I hope I said the right thing, or I hope they understood me. No, if people don't get me, they don't get me. If people don't like me, they don't like me. I don't care. It's not my problem. You know what I mean? I'm not in control of that. I'm only in control of one thing, and that's how I react. And keeping that. God, my kid was so wise. You gotta smile before you leave the house. I remember him saying, I forgot. What are you doing, Sniffin? What are you doing, Sniffin? All right, so we gotta get baby Lou her little treat. Want a little treat? This is like the morning routine. What do we do for a treat? I gotta open it. See what you did? Give me a high five. High five. Good girl. Okay, good sleeper. Come on. Did that eat your best? No, you're gonna high five me all day. Okay, that's it. You want to say hi? Oh, look at her. She's so sweet. Oh, she's such a great dog. All right. Well, I'm out. Now I can take a nap and chill out. Get up. So weird times all the time. It's crazy. Crazy. Biscuits. There we go. One eat again. All right, folks. And that is, watch out, Sailor Who. That is it. And here's my little fireplace. I gotta take that with me. I love my fireplace. All right. Y'all be good. Y'all be kind. Love y'all. See you around.